Hey guys, this is Earl your Pat Glam Ganda, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want more Taekook reaction videos from me, I'll just put the link here. So today we are going to react on a special Taekook video. Why special? Because this was recommended by my friend, Moonchild Forever. Thank you so much for recommending this video, and I really do like it. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone is having a great day, and please don't go to crowded places. That's not a safe place to go. Okay, so let's get on with the video already. I'll play the video in 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. I purple you too. Yeah, sometimes things are really tough. Thank you. We will definitely enjoy this video.
When something happens and you don't know if the thing that happened was just a coincidence
Iconic.
or a real deal, but you still end up thinking about it for a while.
What I love about this video is there's a voiceover. I don't need to do all the talking. I just need to react.
Taekook a lot, way more than we can count. But I just still wanted to make a video naming 30 things or times that something related to Taekook happened and seemed like a coincidence, but still kept us thinking, what if it's real?
Yeah.
It's a top 30 video, so it's going to start from the things that didn't seem that serious to the ones that made us the most curious.
Okay, this is really interesting.
Number 30. Dispatch giving hints about Taekook with emojis. I've made a lot of videos related to this subject already, but it never made me less curious about the whole thing. I mean, a website that was rumored that they wanted to try to out a lot of different LGBTQ plus idols, starting to be interested in Taekook and making all sorts of articles with them, even on things that weren't even Taekook related. And not just that, Big Hit actually kept giving them a lot of content.
Yeah,
even though they could just work with any other website that were way bigger than Dispatch.
Definitely.
But I think we can all agree that the most memorable time was when one of the members just posted this picture.
Yes, this one.
And Dispatch reposted them on their Instagram.
With 2 boys emoji.
2 heart and 2 men holding hands emoji. Not to mention how even before it, they kept posting pictures of them and putting rainbow emojis behind their pictures. Number 29. Almost a year ago, a reporter published an article of Taehyung and Jungkook and called them a couple. A lot of K-Army were wondering why this happened. They looked.
This really makes you curious, you know.
Person that happened over that period of time. The reports of him doing with other 2 boys from other bands. But Taekook were the only ones who were called a couple in his reports.
That makes sense.
Which is something that
makes
confuses a lot of us.
Yes, definitely.
Number 28. Strangely enough, we've seen Taekook kiss a lot.
Many
like
times.
That time when they were sleeping together and Jungkook kissed his cheeks.
And we enjoy these moments.
Or the other time when Tae kissed Jungkook's hand, or when they both kissed each other's cheeks. But the thing that confuses all of us was when Jungkook kissed Tae's cheek, and how staff started cheering even though before that when other members kissed his hair or hands, none of them really cheered that much. And then right after that, RM said, is it really okay to do this?
Yeah.
And
you know, this makes sense.
Why would he ask such a thing if it was a normal thing to show as a fan service?
Yes, we don't hear any cheers from here. From J-Hope. No cheers. Why? 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 Is this really okay?
Number 27. Speaking of Taekook kisses and RM, There was also another time when Jungkook was starting his adult
Yeah,
years,
I know this video.
and RM just suddenly asked Taehyung to come and kiss him. I know, we all felt that way when we heard it.
Yes. Kiss him.
Number 26. Here in Bon Voyage in a
They are too
flirting
vulgar.
and cooking for Taehyung. When it was decided, Taehyung just stood up, sat on Jungkook's lap, and said, "You're mine."
You're mine. Yeah.
The context of if he just meant mine as a teammate or something more intimate is still unknown.
We don't know.
Number 25. I can give a lot of examples for this one, but sometimes their interaction seems a little bit extra. Last year during
Okay.
the standby time in Game Countdown, we got some very interesting Taekook interactions. They literally couldn't look away from each
They
other
can
and
stop
looking
flirting.
around during the whole performance. Keep looking at each other's butt and in Jungkook's perspective, staring at it and then slapping it in a very subtle way. Then Taehyung purposely missed his handshake with Jungkook and Jungkook looked a bit off over it. But then Tae kept trying to get his attention back. Even Jimin said something about Taehyung.
We enjoy this kind of
Jungkook
tease.
and Jungkook just did this, neck shake.
The tea is spilling.
They laughed, and it all ended by them being goofy together again. The whole interaction was very amusing in a way that we couldn't see if it was just them being playful or something else was going on in there that we didn't know about.
Can be.
Number 24.
24.
BTS has a habit of using the same spoons,
Oh, this
chopsticks,
one.
glasses, etc. But when it comes to eating
This is not
things
normal,
out each
guys.
other's mouth,
Friends
even
don't
they
do
don't
this.
seem to be into it.
Yeah,
There
like
was
this
that
one.
time when Jungkook was feeding Tae, and the food fell, and as soon as it did, Jungkook just ate it. Some might say it's normal.
No,
but
it's not normal.
To the majority of people I've seen, it seemed very odd,
It's
especially since
extra.
we didn't see it happening with any other members.
It happens in couples.
Number 23. Taekook acts happy and goofy a lot. But there are times that after their interaction, one of them just blushes. Or
Yeah.
gets very shy over the interaction. Or one of them just changes the level of their voice or tone of their voice to make it sound more masculine or cool. And it always
Why?
makes us wonder, why does it keep happening with them? Why
That
do
feels
they
awkward.
try to look so cool, or
They can
why
be
do they get
themselves.
shy over their interaction so much?
Correct?
아니 조용히 가만히 옥상 이런 거 우리가 조사했어. 야, 또 멤버들 이렇게 또 도와준다. 이런 멤버들 없습니다, 네? 왜요? 실수해서 왔어요? 아니? 그럼 그거 따라가는 거죠?
No.
Number 22. A long time ago, two videos were posted by fans and started
This was still a
circulating
rumor
around.
until
In the
now.
first video,
Because
it
we
was
don't
said
know
that a fan took a video of them kissing
if this is really
in
them.
the backstage of an award show. But it was very hard to see who they were or what they were doing, so it died out very soon. In the second video, in the other hand, the boys actually do look a bit similar to our boys. And it looked like one of them was pushing the other one toward a wall, and their heads got really close together. But even that was a very difficult video to interpret. None of us know
It
if
kind of
those
looks
people
like
in those
them,
videos
but we
were
really can't tell.
them or if they were actually kissing or not.
Correct.
But let's be honest, a lot of us actually sat down and thought about it a lot because the possibility was still there of it being true.
Yes.
Number 21. We all know that the boys know a little bit about sign language and use it sometimes.
Their
For example,
famous
in one of their
handshakes.
means I promise that I love you.
Mm-hmm.
They also use the I love you sign a lot with each other. For example, when Jungkook was sick and Tae just made it secretly, and then Jungkook saw it and let him know.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other time when Taehyung was just talking and Jungkook did it randomly. Number 20. In the amateur,
You know, it makes
Taehyung
sense.
stated that fake
These
love
are
is
little
their
gestures,
story,
but it
referring
makes
to
sense.
himself and either someone else or some other people. And while we were looking at the lyrics of the album, we realized that the first 7 songs were telling a connected story, which
Okay.
makes sense because even RM told us to pay attention
This
to the first 7 songs.
Analysis video is
And
so
then
good
we got to the 7th song that was produced
that it makes
or
sense.
composed by Jungkook. He said that he was just telling us his story. which make us wonder why they both kept saying that the songs were related to them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pay attention to the story, it actually kind of matches their
I'll
story.
tell
And it's
you
not
my
just
story.
that. I mean, I already made an analysis of it the other time.
Okay.
So you can check it out if you're wondering.
Yeah, I
what
should
the
check
hell
it
I'm
out.
talking about. But based on what we've seen, it's all very so overwhelming, and a lot of things kept pointing at the same direction. So it made us wonder, was it intentional, or are we just looking too much into it?
Maybe.
Number 19. Jungkook released a lot of covers, and he told us to always pay attention to the lyrics, because he always does the same. And a lot of times we've seen him pointing at a certain number, and the number is 123. If you're wondering what does it have to do with Taehyung, well, 1230 is
Birthday.
actually his birthday date.
Yeah.
So it actually made us think, why this number? And the interesting part is that if you
Taehyung
look up
is
that second in
16 days
some of
older
these
than me.
covers, you'll see that they are giving you a certain message. For example, this is what he says on 123 seconds
Okay, let's
on
hear
his
it.
cover called Paper Heart.
When there's cameras and I just can't reach out to tell you.
Also, we've
Okay.
seen him pronouncing a lot of words in his covers as if he's calling Taehyung's name, even though he's
Wow,
perfectly capable
even this
of
one.
pronouncing them all right.
What a good
in the same
analysis.
song. This could all be just coincidences,
Could be.
but they happen so repetitively it makes us wonder if they are intentional or not.
It's beautiful,
Beautiful day. Okay. Tell us the reason. Is it wasted on the young?
That's the reason it's wasted on Taehyung. Tell us the reason
Let me listen.
it's wasted on Taehyung.
It sounds Taehyung,
Number
not
18.
the young.
Even though it's very hard
This makes
to
sense.
see strange tensions between the members on camp, it's very easy to spot it when it comes to Taekook. They are usually always together, just being goofy and everything. So when they just stop doing that, when they avoid eye contact and looking sad at each other, you can actually see that some dramas are going on. They usually always patch things up very fast because
Yeah.
you can see that even if one
We
of
all
them
know
is
because
upset,
there is a
the other
tension
one
in the
tries
group,
to just do
and the
something
youngs
about
know
it.
that they
But
are
every time you
not
have
in good
no
terms.
idea why this is
Sometimes.
happening and who started it and what are they going to do next.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Number 17.
Okay.
There are a lot of songs that Taekook sang together here and there.
Mhm.
But every time they sing something together, it makes the whole thing a little bit intimate.
Okay.
Like they actually mean every single word that they are singing together. It always
Yeah.
makes us wonder, is this just acting or is something else in the middle too?
Good rendition. This makes us a lot curious. I hope someday they'll open up in public.
And then they sang this song to each other. Number 16. We all know how possessive Jungkook gets when it comes to Taehyung.
Yeah.
Calling to check up on him when he's with Ninja, telling him to choose between him and Google, getting mad and walking
And
away
he
because
gets
Tae
jealous a
tells
lot.
his actor Hyung's I love you but not them.
Look at
Looking
this.
very upset when Tae gets too close to others. Some say jealousy is normal with friends, but
Mhm,
we
yeah.
know how jealousy is also a sign when people are in a relationship or when
Correct.
people have feelings for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's reasonable to wonder if this jealousy is a sign of them having something more or not. Number 15. In Korea, younger boys call older boys who
Hyung.
are close to them hyung.
Yeah.
So it's reasonable for Jungkook to call all BTS members hyung. But they should not call Jungkook that way because Jungkook is younger than him. That's why we're all so confused over
2 years younger.
why Taehyung keeps calling Jungkook that way.
Why did he say young? 왜요? 어떡해?
Number 14. During the festa, Taehyung mentioned that he always got support. But the most touching support he got
Taekookers
was a letter from Yoongi.
was a lot curious
Said
about
that it
this
was
one.
very long, and in the end,
Why
he told
did
them that he loved them. The other
Suga
members
sent
pointed
them
out that it was
two
very unusual
same
behavior
messages?
from Yoongi. And he mentioned that he also sent one to Jungkook. And it brought a lot of confusion over why would Yoongi only send them such a supportive message. I mean, they are not family members, so they are not going to have family issues together.
Correct.
And if it's band related, then why is it just them? So it must be something related to only them. So it makes sense why a lot of people are wondering, what if it's actually a supportive message over them having a relationship? Number 13. Before the festa, the boys did a live talking about what we have to see in the festa on Mnet, and in the middle of it, Jungkook
Jungkook's face.
started staring at Tae, smiling and saying that he had something important to say. Jimin just looked excited.
Jimin has a lot
he
of
looked
tea to spill,
panicked,
guys.
And RM said,
This person
"It's
knows a
obvious
lot.
what it is. I'll let you say it this
And
time."
we all know that
But Jungkook
Jimin
just
is
told us to
giving
look
us a
forward
lot
to
of
it.
hints in life.
Until this day, we still don't know what we had to look forward to. I mean, why he kept staring at
Why?
Tae, and what was something that was important we didn't know, and RM
It's
had
making
to
me crazy.
give him permission to talk about, and it was also very obvious for them. Because we already knew about his abs, we didn't get any mixed up.
Look at their
We didn't get
faces.
anything
The tea
special
they
that
need to
matched
spill.
everything they said. So even now, we still keep wondering what he wanted to say that he still hadn't told us. It wasn't even the only time. I mean, do you remember?
Yes,
last
I
year
remember
during the
this
comeback
one.
show, when he was with Taehyung, and Taehyung said, "Everyone," then Jung was like,
Yeah.
"Everyone what?" And Taehyung just sighed and said, "You just tell them."
Taekook,
And they didn't say
why are you all doing this to
Number
us?
12. One of the strangest things that we have witnessed over and over has been staff separating Taekook.
Correct.
Like how it happened
Yes,
on Burn the Stage
yes,
with
this
them
makes sense.
taking Tae to an empty dressing room while
Yes.
Jungkook was sick, so they could just film him.
This
and
is
he had
so
to
upsetting.
wait outside his room.
Why Big
while
Hit needs to
others
do
could
this?
just stay inside. There
Why?
were a lot of cut scenes in there with Taehyung's voice being there but not his face every time he was near Jungkook.
Correct.
And also the latest one happened on the latest Run episode. It was when they had to sing together in teams. Taehyung, RM, and Jimin were in the same team. Jungkook was with J-Hope, and the other team was with Yoongi and Jin.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, Jimin said, "Hey, why
Switch.
don't we just put Taehyung in Jungkook and J-Hope's team because they have similar tastes?"
But the staff,
But they just said no.
the management didn't
And that was
say
the end of
yes.
it. Even Taehyung at first was like, "Yes, let's change it." But when they said no, he was like, "Okay, no." And we could even see how Jimin and Yoongi kept looking at the director. Or the whole drama in Bonbayoji when they just kept making Taehyung look like he didn't care
Yes,
about Jungkook.
this is the
Even though
point
every
that I
time he
want
was
to
trying his
point
best
out
to
too.
give him as much as he could, like the whole food incident.
They
So
are
it
really
makes us
separating
wonder,
them.
why only them? Why does this keep happening with them?
Although
If
it's
there's nothing
a good
going
thing
on,
because
why
it's
the staff
for their career
keep
too.
separating them? What's so necessary about it? Number 11. When they were in LA, a paparazzi tried to invade their privacy. And at first, they were standing together, but then when the guy showed up, Yoongi just very subtly asked them to just
Separate.
stand apart and stood between them.
Yeah.
We still don't know why this happened, but it was very interesting how as soon as the guys started filming, Yoongi just told them to stay apart. Number 10.
Makes sense.
Jimin. Since the beginning of the time, he had been making us question
Like what I've said,
everything.
Jamin has a
We
lot
saw
of
them
tea to
involved in their
spill.
shady net on Twitter, saying Jungkook will love forever, and clapping while Taehyung just writes his and
He is the
Jungkook's
number one
heart
Taekook
on
fan
sand,
here.
looking exposed when Tae asks Jungkook, "Had you been flirting?" Or pointing at both of them and shaking his head while they were singing and making eye contact only with each other. His reactions to Taekook every time something happens with them
Yeah,
makes it
we all
really
know.
hard for us to think
Jimin
it's
is all of
really
us.
just a coincidence. Number 9.
Number 9.
On 26th of January, which seems to be an important day for them, we saw them reserving seats at a very famous hotel in
This
Seoul.
one
It
too.
is only a few minutes far from their actual home. We don't know if they actually stayed in any rooms in there, but we know they had to either reserve the seats from weeks ago or actually be a customer for the rooms in there to have those seats. And either way, it makes the whole thing a little bit questionable. Because why
Until
that
now.
date? Why only them? And why was it all planned? They didn't even hide
Maybe
behind the
it's
masks
their
when they got
anniversary,
there,
or
so obviously people will recognize them. And from what I've heard from some K-Army, it's a scandal.
if
even
I
for the
was
Koreans.
there, oh no, I would
Number
definitely
8.
shout.
Over the years, we have seen a lot of bruises on Jungkook or Taehyung that looked very similar to Hikis or scratches.
Yes.
The interesting part is that sometimes they have it at the same time. People came up with different excuses over this, including they just punch each other on the neck. They burnt themselves making rice cakes during the award show.
You cannot
It's
explain
just
this.
pimple or shadow. But for real, just because they're Asian, it doesn't mean they make rice cakes on an award show.
Correct.
People don't constantly punch each other, especially not on
In the neck, yes, that's
collarbone
correct.
and ass.
Those
And
are
Jungkook is
hickeys. I
not
know
a
what a hickey looks
wrestler.
like.
And it's very hard to believe that those two constantly
Those were
just
kiss
doing
marks.
singles at the same time. The last time
You
we saw
won't get
Jungkook
punched
with
here,
one of
like,
them
how-
was during this scene when he was showing his abs. And even though it's obvious that they
And
were
this
trying
one
to
too,
hide
and
with
this one.
concealer, we can still see 4 obvious signs on his chest and stomach. And it made us wonder, is it just that they have the same skin condition every single
That's
time,
crazy.
or
I
they're
don't
actually doing
accept that
something
explanation.
Number 7. During the behind the scene of Bon Voyage, Jungkook sat in front of Tae's room and started singing Nothing Like Us in a very emotional way. It made us question, why did he do that and why did he look so emotional?
Aww. This song is somehow sad.
Number 6. During the V-Live Jungkook had, Tae kept telling him to stop broadcasting.
Yeah.
Jungkook at first was like, "Hey, I'm on live, what?" And Tae just lowered his voice and said, "To
And
have
look at
someone
what Jimin's face has to say.
It's like he used in Korea is something that K-Army said.
Like what I've said,
It's
Jimin has a lot of
something
tea
they
to
say
spill.
To make out. So when Jungkook quickly started trying
Look
to
at
finish the
Jimin's
live,
face
and
here.
Jimin jokingly kept making kissy faces, we all kept questioning a lot of things.
Correct.
Number 5.
Oh, we're
Even
almost
though
done.
they tend to be private about a lot of things,
Mhm.
we still caught them flirting a lot in the past few years. For example, when Jungkook told Tae to just wear ties whenever he wants, and Tae just asked, "Should I only wear a tie in bed?" Or when during Blood,
Oh.
Sweat and Tears, he kept thrusting his hips up and pointing at Taehyung, which caused Taehyung to just look down shyly, and a lot of other times.
Yeah.
Some say flirting is normal with friends, but some of us think, is it really? Number 4.
No,
We know how they
it's not
always
normal.
keep saying that they want to share a room together. Or members just accidentally sometimes said that they already are sharing a room together. But in their previous dorm, they said that RM and Ted were rooming together. But as we saw, they were staying in 2 different separate rooms, and the only door that could relate his room and RM's room was a door that was blocked by a lot of things all the time.
Okay.
So obviously they couldn't share any rooms together. But based on what we saw, there was another door that couldn't lead to RM but could lead to Jungkook's room, because we
Could
saw
be.
the same door on Jungkook's room.
Good analysis.
I already know the video I mentioned before, so if you're confused, just check that out. But basically, what we keep asking is,
I love Taehyung's pajama.
Tae and RM
I'll
weren't
find
really rooming together.
a
Why
dupe for
they
this
keep saying that?
and wear
Actually,
it
the
in my
same is
sleep.
for the current dorm they have, because at first they kept denying them having the same room and at the same time. A few months later, they just said that yes, we are staying at the same living room, but we're separating them by something. But every time we saw something from the room, there was nothing to actually separate anything.
Yes.
Number 3. One time when Tae was having a live, he messaged Jungkook to ask
Iconic.
if he could go to his room and ask where he is. And Jungkook quickly messaged him back to let him know where he is and he can come. When he got there, Jungkook asked who it was, but when Tae said that he was on V-Live, Jungkook panicked and said, "Wait, I'm not wearing anything." And Tae had this suggestive look on his face when he let him in. And yes, Jungkook was alone.
And
If
not
he
wearing
wasn't,
clothes.
then why would he tell Tae to come to their room quickly?
Yes.
And yes, all the clothes that were on the ground or both phones were
I think
for
Jungkook was not
to
aware that
stretch.
V was
So
having
he was
a
alone.
live.
But when Tae just left, he saw that his room was locked, or at least that's what he said. And the next time when we had a live from them, we saw Tae was wearing the exact same towel
Yes.
Jungkook had before. Which made us think, first of all, why was he naked when he told Tae to go to his room?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after it when Tae couldn't open his door? Did he stay with Jungkook? And what was about the towel? Was it his own towel or was it Jungkook's? And how did he end up wearing it? Number 2.
Correct.
In 2 different situations, we
This
had the
one.
same experience. One time was during Jungkook's graduation
The kiss.
when Jimin was filming. We could see a light
Again
shadow
with the Jimin
on Jimin's face,
spilling
as if
tea.
something was in front of it.
Look at
And
this
then
facial
we
expression.
heard
I mean,
faint kissing sounds.
come on.
And
We
then
are
when
not
kissing
blind.
sounds ended, we could see the shadow removing from it, as if someone who was in front of him just went back.
V,
And then
Taehyung,
Jimin said congratulations
was kissing
and filmed in
Jungkook
front
here.
of him where everything was taking place, and we saw that Taehyung and Jungkook were the only ones in front of him, which made us wonder, were they kissing?
They
Some
were.
say that it was just the sound of a seatbelt,
No,
but
no.
I think
Not a
we
seatbelt.
just never heard how a seatbelt and kissing
That's too
sound,
stupid
because this doesn't
if
sound
this was a
very
seatbelt. This is a kiss. Come on. And this is a seatbelt sound. This is a kiss.
The second time was during a V-Live Tae was doing, and it's interesting to note that it's
Yeah.
the only V-Live that is on
I think this is a
CH+
paid
channel.
V Live.
So that means you actually have to pay
Yeah.
to watch it. It means
Mhm.
most people can't watch that.
I can't
live.
afford this.
I don't wanna
But I
always
wanted to
own it
watch
right
this.
now. But a lot happened during it, including Tae just going back to change his clothes.
Mhm.
And while he was changing his clothes, we could hear him
Yes,
saying
this
something
one is also
or
famous.
something like, "Stop." We could hear Jungkook laughing, and we could
I am
also
really
hear some
convinced
kissing
that they
sounds in the
kissed here.
background until Tae came back. And when he came back, his lips looked a little bit more swollen than before when he left. It honestly is one of the things that made me just sit down, stare at nothing, and question everything.
I know. I mean, you can You can hear it. They are kissing. Definitely. I am convinced that they kiss here. Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh.
During the DNA music video, we got a Taekook moment of them singing, "Don't worry, my love.
Don't you
love
worry,
is
my love.
We are very different, baby, because we
Yeah,
are the ones."
I know these
who
lyrics.
sing.
We're totally different, baby, because we are the two who found the destiny.
And it happened while they were doing their handshake. And it made a lot of us wonder, was it just
This is not a coincidence. They are giving us a hint.
Which
Yes.
is ironic because the whole lyric is actually
Makes me
saying,
all excited.
it's not a coincidence.
Yes.
Before ending the video, I just want to tell you
We are not
something.
blind.
I'm doing a project called Love Yourself Project. And from the name, I think you can tell that it's about loving yourself and also helping others to love themselves. It's also about the album they released, and it's also to appreciate all members and helping them to love themselves as well. I made a video explaining everything and how you can participate
Okay.
in my other channel. I'm going to put it in the comment section
Okay.
below.
So I guess we are done here. Okay guys, this analysis video does make sense. And thank you for the one who analyzed this. You know, we are all not blind. We can see what they're trying to say to us. Like from the scene, "Don't you worry, my love." I know. And their handshake. Come on guys, come on. We are not blind. We can see this. We can see that they are telling us something that they can't expose publicly. So that's why they had to do it in a song, because they're singers and that's the way how they communicate to us. Comment down below what are your opinions, guys. Please, I want to hear what you think about this. And I know we all have the same thinking, because again, like what I've said, we are not blind. Like, for example, Jimin is spilling a lot of teas. Like, shocks. We cannot deny how Jimin reacts. Like, facial expressions and Taekook's body language. Come on, come on. We are not stupid. So that's the whole video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, because I enjoyed it so much. I mean, it was too much of an analysis, but definitely I agreed to all of what this channel was saying to the video. It was all worth it to watch, even if it's so long. I do love it. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for being with me for like 30 minutes. I know it's long, but I know it's worth it. And again, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll put a link here if you want to watch more Taekook reaction videos from me. And thank you for being with me, guys. I love you all so much. I purple you, and see you on my next reaction video. Again, this is me, Earl, your Pat Glam Ganda. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. I purple you.